because you ended up hooking up with like Shima and getting down with Nim and all that. Like,
I got down with Nim
that time,
early.
Right?
I got down with Nim and I threw, dude, for Shima, I fucking like, and I wouldn't change a thing. I fucking like literally. Here, everybody else, fuck off. Like, I'm gonna go with this guy because I actually like. Everything I did was all the fundamentals. Like, it was all built off of the things that he did. Him and Elliot and Champion Bumstimler, like all those guys. I still can't say his name.
Yeah.
Is that Bumstimler?
Bumstimler.
Yeah. He was the bomb. And he was the shit. And all
Stimulator?
those guys, like. They built the foundation, so like when he started Nim and him and Elliot, I think Kilgore being my fucking homie, my like manager, he like set that up too.
Oh, so that was when you were in Philly?
Yeah,
Wow,
I've been rocking Nim since, dude. I got the Nim tat when I was like, this was my first tattoo,
right?
I got that shit when I was
that was your first tattoo?
I was like 13 or 14 years old, dude. I was fucking mad young. Okay,
that's crazy.
My time, if you know me, you know my time, I'm fucking off really bad. But I think I was like 14 when I got that tattoo.
That's still pretty crazy.
I think that's when I got on Nim or something. It was around 14 or 15. I could be wrong.
How'd that make you feel when she like asked you to be on Nim?
That was literally like, fuck, man. That was like Tony Hawk putting you on Birdhouse. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like fucking,
that is a
it's
good
just
analogy.
like, it was just like, for me, it was everything I could. That was what everything I could dream of, really. And not only that, I loved Montre and I loved Joey and, just those two. That's when we were building that team, It was me, Joey, Montre, Shima, and fucking. I mean, that's as far as like the USA kind of like tight knit, like what they were trying to.
No, you guys were like the
do.
first.
It was like we were like the first dudes on that, and dude, it went great. I thought that it went great. Until,
you guys connected so well, it looked like. Especially the tour you did in South America with Montre and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you two got on, like, so well, it looked like. Dude, and you were just fucking shit up everywhere.
He's literally the peanut butter to my jelly, for sure. That's my guy. He, like...
Quote him on that.
Yeah. He's definitely... he's another one of those guys, I could go 15 years without seeing him. Not that I would ever want to, but... Yeah. When I do see him again, it's always just like picking right the fuck back up. Mm-hmm. And he's been killing it with like drawing and stuff. Like, he's really fucking good, like artistic. Yeah. He's always been good at like whatever he wants. But like, it's really cool to see like, like friends like being able to make a buck, a side hustle, like off of something creative. And like he does all those. He'll draw on your shoes and shit, and like, it's fucking cool.
Yeah,
that is sick.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn a trade, so somebody teach me.
Somebody teach me something.
Teach me something that makes
money.
Go live
you gotta go live in Montre now a little bit, pick something up.
Yeah, we're actually talking about this just like with Joey, but like after like the skating is like your whole life, and then like the come down, how it's hard to like come back down to you invest all your time into like goddamn.
It's a bluesy road, man.
So, I mean, you got to get I'm looking for a trade myself.
It's not. It's
other than this.
Yeah.
You guys, Patreon, you guys. You change that,
Yo, I'll come announce with you guys. What's up? Like, Patreons, Patron. I'll buy you Patron if you
kick down our Patreon.
If you kick on our Patreon. But yeah, like fucking. It's definitely a rough road, man. I mean, and nobody ever said it would be. We all knew it was going to be fucking tough. Mm-hmm. I guess like really the fact that we're all still here, like for some of us it's 20 years later or this many years later. Yeah. And we're all still we're right here doing it, which is fucking cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to be fucking trying to do a Bio 5 wall rides and shit.
No Misty 900s?
No, that homie you got one. The homie just did one. Yeah. I just clap now.
Yeah. That's good, though. Kind of cruising when you feel like it.
Yeah.
Instead of the pressure.
No pressure. But at the same time, I definitely feel like I am, he was making fun of me about still being in my 20s. Like, yeah, I'm not that old. I still have some fight left.
Yeah, definitely.
But honestly, I want to see if my skating can go in a different direction. I kind of grew up really techie. and I kind of want to get maybe even back into some of that. But now I like to pick and choose my grinds. I don't really like to do all the grinds. Like when I was a kid, I used to try and whatever. You know, when you're a kid, you think, especially us on the East Coast with handicap rails, it was like, how many times can I turn my feet and like,
you were definitely big on that when you started.
Spinning and jumping around on this thing, you know, like until fucking it runs out and you run out of tricks. I just want to do like, I fucking just really like the way Colin's been skating a lot. I can't do it. That's another thing too. It's like I can't do it.
I relate to that completely.
No, like
some people have it just a certain way.
Them two, like they can just skate like anything. And like a curb and make it look sick.
And it's true. Mike Johnson actually back in the day, Murda told me we were all hanging out and I was rolling a blunt. I was like 13. I was fucking hanging out with all these guys and he was like, "Yo, Peanut, what you doing? You rolling a blunt?" And he actually liked my blunt, which was fucking rad. I was a pretty good blunt roller. I was. I've been pretty fucking good at rolling. I take pride in my
You're doing it since you were young.
Yeah. I've been a pile for forever. But yeah, Mike Johnson told me he was like, "Yo, keep skating with us, fool. Like you skate. If you keep skating with people like us, like you're only gonna get, you know, like you need to hang out with people who are doing something that you want to do in order to kind of like
surround yourself with people
around people that like you admire, like whatever they're doing. If you want to do something similar to it or find your own way through, you with skating it's great because you can easily find your own path, but you can take little things that you learn from watching other people's mistakes or their accomplishments with skating, you know, like just like seeing how somebody holds a topsoul. Like if you can't topsoul, like I remember when I was a kid, I used to have the hardest time like holding topside grinds, and then skating with John Schmidt, he would just like kind of showed me how without me asking, but I would just be skating with him. I'd be like,
you watch it.
Oh, that's how he's holding on to that motherfucker forever. And like, I
was crazy. The lineup of people who you skated with in Philly too, because Murda was in Philly at the time.
It was a crazy
Cheshire, the Kelsos.
People were
Shaw was skating.
Good.
John Schmidt was skating. It was a fucking wild scene. So you were definitely surrounded by people who were all fucking shit up.
I was surrounded by you guys too. I was surrounded by New York too. Like being from New Jersey, it was great because I would be
close.
Yeah, and not only that, when you're a fucking goober and you're kind of like, when you're a young little skate rat and like you're getting sponsored at 13 here, whatever. Like I got sponsored at a young age, so I was able to meet kids that like you migrate towards rippers. Like me and Joey have been friends. I respected his skating since I was like fucking 13. He was like maybe, I don't know, like 16 or something at the time. But we were, even though we've never met, we would talk on like instant messenger. Fucking Sneaky from NorCal. We were like we just had this mutual respect because we were both young and we were both like ripping, and like there was, you know, you just like migrate towards people that. Me and Sneaky used to like instant message. Me and Trevor Talosky. All these. That's
like the generation.
Yeah, that was like Sneaky. It was like the young. Like I remember me and I used to always be like, "Fuck, dude, Trevor's so much better than me." Like, because when you're a kid, you're like, "Okay, he's been skating for this many years. He's this."
You always want to compare yourself to somebody.
You do. It's just human nature.
Yeah.
And like I would be okay. I don't know, like, fuck, he's older than me by a couple months. I have a couple months to learn this trick that he just did.
That's funny.
Or just some shit.
I never thought of like
crazy. I'm crazy.
Sneaky was like the West Coast you. He was like
Sneaky
little
was-
ripper.
he
Everyone
was-
knew he was gonna blow up.
Talovsky too was like,
But he's from Florida though. I'm just saying like East West Coast. Like
Yeah,
Sneaky
he was
like,
way more Florida at the time when I was hanging. Well, like, you know, we would bump into each other a lot, or like talk to each other online.
Yeah.
Like the old online, like Microsoft.
the old
dinosaur,
online.
like real.
the box.
It's a huge
It was a box.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah.
Shit. What was your instant message name?
JONJ, capital NJON. So it was John 102, but the N and the J connecting John was
so New Jersey.
capital. So New Jersey.
Oh shit! Look at you again, creative with that shit.
Yeah.
That's real.
Jersey represent.
Where'd the 102 come from? Is that your address or something?
Code. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got really uncreative towards the end.
You kind of fell off in the middle. You peaked halfway through that screen name.
That's a mad Jersey name.